the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex. What do we got?
This is a gift from magnificent bastard Isak Wilson.
Isak Wilson, you magnificent bastard. Now we're going to try something a little bit different today. We're going to go over here, give you guys a fresh view of the vault. Same room. Same room.
This is what you guys don't normally see.
Yeah, we're usually about 6 feet that way. It's where the barrel is. We'll open up the episodes there. We're going to try out a little live switching with Dan.
Hi. Middle West, this is a Ohio distillery, Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh me, oh my, oh. Now, we reviewed their straight wheat bourbon.
Yeah.
But today's gift is called Soul of Scarlet.
Okay.
And it's their wheated bourbon. Man, this is like really brittle and coming off in shards instead of an easy strip. Well, I'm worried about the sharp, pointy edge going up my thumbnail.
I almost was the adult.
So what I want to know is, they did this release specifically to pair with a brewery that they worked with.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, how does this wheat bourbon
How does it
compare?
Have we had anything from them before?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is what we reviewed
That's
before.
what we had. Okay.
This is their standard wheated bourbon release. This is one they created to pair with a black nitro beer.
Okay.
So I'm curious as to see what the difference between those two is. First, let's start with this one.
Well, I actually like the nose a lot.
Yeah.
I'd very, very much like to try the pairing, but it's very fruity nose.
Yeah, but fruity, but walnut.
Okay. Yeah, I got some of that, like the fruit and nut mix.
Yeah,
I got that next to my bed, like 3 pounds of it. Just getting into that nut mix.
I like it's very wood, like varnishy walnut.
Yes. So walnut and dried cherries are specifically
Yeah.
kind of, the dried, they become more potent.
It's really kind of a soft nose, even though it's got vibrance and heft to it.
Yeah. No, it's
not mild. It's just.
pretty-
Oh wait.
What did you say was the? Oh, you don't know where to look. I missed.
Too many options.
Oh, this is only batch number 2. I missed 95 proof.
Maybe they'll get it right by 3.
Okay.
That's such a dick move. I don't know. I haven't even tried it. It smells wonderful.
Yeah, oaky, walnut, dried cherries. Mainly, those are the big things I'm getting on this. I'm going in.
Oh, it's very simple.
Well, hold on a second.
47.5%, but it tastes much softer.
If you were expecting anything more from the nose, because I'm getting exactly what the nose set me up for.
I was looking for more density
dried
on
cherries.
the palate.
Okay.
So it feels like it does all those things, and then it just sort of resolves into the ether with a little bit of a waxy bitterness in the finish.
Yeah, the barrel bitter note is there for sure, but I'm not hating it. I like it. I think it set me up nicely, and it delivered what I was wanting from that nose. But it didn't really surprise me with extra flavors on the palate.
I don't know how old this is, but I think if I remember correctly, it's around the 3-year age mark.
Yeah, and the longest note that is that barrel bitter note that stays with you.
Yeah, it lingers with barrel bitter. Let's see what their, because I don't remember. Let's see what their more standard wheated bourbon delivers as.
A little bit of you ever had that cherry fruit roll up?
Yeah.
A little bit of that too on the first one.
Oh, turn down all of the dark candied cherry notes. And you have the more standard release.
Okay, yeah, this is more of the classic bourbon honey and some graham cracker. That's nice.
A little bit grainy.
Yeah. Yeah, this feels more
Oh, you know what? I actually prefer the palate to this.
on the
That brown sugar lingers through to the finish on their standard release, whereas the nose on this is nicer on the Lucky, but
yeah.
the palate is a little tannic. On the classic release, the nose is a little softer and more.
So let me say this: both of those are pretty damn nice, though.
Oh, they're very solid bourbons.
Yeah. Anything that sounds like I'm not really enjoying it is just nitpicking, which is, we've talked about this before. It's a very typical thing. Whenever you like something, you kind of blow past all the stuff that you enjoy.
All the obvious notes.
Start nitpicking it, yeah. But this has a nicer finish.
Yes, it does.
I'm a sucker for dried cherries.
I know, but the nose is so good on the Lucky. Or the Soul of Scarlet. There's another one we're going to do. It's called Lucky. The Soul of Scarlet nose is great.
I get more of that waxy note and a bit of like a wood varnish thing on the second one you poured. But this feels more classically bourbon. And this feels like that dried cherry note and that... Yeah, the barrel bitter finish was the only thing I didn't outright enjoy.
I wonder how that pairs with a black nitro.
I don't know, though. But
like that dark beer creaminess with the candied... Yeah, I bet it'd be good. And I'll bet the palate of that nitro beer coats the palate enough to let the whiskey sort of linger a little longer than it does on its own.
Damn. You know what? And I'm not acclimated either, because that's very super common. You'll get a whiskey in you, and then the things that you really love, they're just in that first flush.
Yeah,
and then you go back, and don't cut to him because he's yawning. Don't cut to him in the live cutting. He's very bored.
My eyes are watering.
What time did you get to sleep?
I don't actually remember.
You don't remember? Was it super late?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Because here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how to make this about me.
My brain wouldn't shut up.
Okay. Well, you know what helps? Drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've been getting to bed. Let's call it like the 9:30.
Okay.
Okay. And I usually go to bed at 10, but we've been watching this show that's on Apple TV Plus. It's called Severance. It's a really interesting premise.
Okay.
And I actually really enjoy the show.
Dan likes it, evidently.
You like it too?
I haven't seen it, but it sounds really
It's a very interesting premise. Okay. So I won't get into the show, but the thing is, I enjoy it. And every time my wife turns it on, within about 10 to 15 minutes, I'm out. It's not because I'm bored.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy the show.
Something going on with the show.
Yeah.
There's some like subliminal messaging you're not picking
There's
up
like
on.
an audio frequency that
it's like
no, but I enjoy the whole show, and I've been waking up for 2 weeks now, between 4:45 and 5 a.m. Every morning.
And that's it? Just awake?
Oh yeah, just awake and then start getting some work done and me time.
Yay!
It's pretty great. I used to be a night person.
Yeah.
I enjoy this more.
I still am.
Yeah.
I feel like I would enjoy that version better.
Yeah.
Because it makes more sense.
Uh-huh.
Like when you're awake at 1 or 2, it still feels like the end of a long day.
Yeah.
When you're awake at 3 or 4, you feel like you're the only person on Earth.
Dude, you get yourself I go up to my office. I got a pretty decent view from up there. You sit at the desk, you get the laptop, you get the cup of coffee, you're in your jams. Yeah. You got the energy.
Your jams.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. I was pleasantly surprised. I did not remember this.
Yeah.
But
for both of them.
Yeah. No, both of these. I did not remember this.
Thanks, Isaac.
Apparently this wasn't a fluke. I mean, they can make some pretty damn good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the hell out of that. All right, we got the Matthew Burke. Anything else on this? Matthew Burke says, how much would you charge for a bottle of blended whiskey comprised of the whiskey displayed in the whiskey vault? May I have some?
Well, we had the one. We've got still 4 boxes of 200 mils from 2020's blend.
The blend again. Basically everything we reviewed that year.
Yeah.
We just put in the tank.
Oh, it's all in there.
So I don't.
It tastes like budget blended scotch.
Right. It does. It's
like a weird Johnny Walker.
Yeah. So this channel and this school, Wizard Academy, the Whiskey Marketing School, is part of a nonprofit. So you can't outright just sell booze.
No.
But I think you guys offer tasting tours
for
educational purposes.
We do.
Do you ever include the Blendageddon?
We haven't yet because I wasn't sure what we wanted to do with it, but I like that idea. I might just start pouring it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So tasting tours at like whiskeymarketing.com. Like we're I don't think
right now we've shut that down.
Shut it down.
And we're revamping it.
Revamping it.
Yeah. It'll come back to life, but it's not there right now.
Okay. Skylar Madison, dude, put water in their shots. Really?
Yeah, I love this. Every once in a while I get people who are like, these dudes are f***ing with their shots of whiskey.
Right.
And you're like,
yeah.
That's a different conversation we need to have, bud.
Right.
It's usually in our most viewed like top 10 videos.
Yeah, the ones that are getting fed out to people that have casual searches.
But it's still funny to me that that's how far down our own little paths we can get that we forget how much of the world thinks that like you're just supposed to shoot this stuff or like why are you analyzing it? What's the big deal?
Why would you pay, $45 for a shot of booze? Like
well, not when you drink it like that, I wouldn't.
I've been trying to think, is there some type of, basically what are the parallels between all the different kinds of things that people interests, hobbies that people can get into. But only some of them, I think, people get very adamant and animated about. This is how I do it. It always comes down to, well, this is my preference, and this is how I was taught, and this is only the right way to do it. But there's any number of ways to experience anything. I know that it happens a lot in wine.
Well, it happens a lot in tech design.
Okay.
Like web designers.
Yeah.
They'll get serious about you use WordPress,
right.
you tool.
Right.
Yeah. You don't custom everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you even API, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not everything, though.
It's human nature.
Yeah. Well, I was talking with Sohan.
For certain types of humans.
Sohan, our tea guy, and there's a similar thing in tea.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, there's coffee.
Yeah,
Definitely coffee.
But it's not everything, though.
Yeah. Well, it's something where it's got to be in. There is in pipe tobacco and cigars, right? It's in something where knowledge is rewarded with an internal group prestige.
Okay.
Right? So that's like, if you're really serious about tomatoes,
right?
No one's going to be crazy about tomatoes,
don't know, man.
except in certain circles.
I think
right?
you could. I think you could probably find somebody to fight in a farmer's market.
In a farmer market, yeah. You're fucking tomatoes.
You call that heirloom, you bitch?
Yeah, no, you know what it is? It's going to be in the carrots section where they have the exotic weird carrots. If you go to the at a restaurant, they always have the appetizer that's the exotic carrots.
Yeah.
And they're all different colors.
Yeah,
and
they're weird shapes. And
wild
stuff.
carrots. And it's that's those guys.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and say damn, though.
Damn!
I'm going to say damn,
Still
though.
like the nose better than the palate,
Right.
but solid.
I've had, I think, nicer things, but in terms of me coming in with zero expectations, right, then it was impressive.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's better than what I was expecting.
All right.
And then should we do...
We toast here or do we toast anywhere else?
I don't think the toast is really necessary these days. I think... I think people probably don't have strong enough opinions.
What you just heard is the dying of 1,000 souls.
I don't think people have strong enough opinions about this, about us trying just a new angle. I think in order for them to have strong opinions...
We have to also cut the toast.
We also cut this just to push them to that level, because I'm sure they don't have strong opinions yet. And we will definitely not say, here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, a fight for a friend.
You steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink... May you drink with us.